product. You put stainless steel body. There is hardly any plastic used in this device.
Hardly any.
Hardly any, except for the antennas, because you need interference problem. And then there is this arc slider. If you see from the side, it actually slides out. And what this gives is, it gives you a premium viewing experience.
Sure.
It's got a 3-inch wide VGA display, which is pretty amazing for a mobile phone. The wide VGA is 800 by 480 resolution, which is not known in mobile industry. The reason for that is we are going to use this as a multimedia device as well. When you say multimedia, the first thing that comes is, can I do a good video playback? And for video playback, you need a good screen. So in terms of video playback, we can do 30 frames per second DVD quality playback. So
what file formats does it?
It supports Windows Media Video. It supports H.264, MPEG-4, all the major. But the frame rates depends on the codecs that you are using.
Sure.
And in terms of the hardware, it's got 528 megahertz processing power. CPU.
Expandable by card?
Yes, it's got a micro SD.
Micro SD? Would you mind? Can I just do a size comparison? It's just so tiny.
No, it's
can I turn it over like
you can always take 2 pictures. It's easy. That way. Just to make my job easier.
That's fine.
But yesterday there was a guy with an iPhone. I said, no way.
Get inside there, right? So the screen is how, I know pixel size, but how actually large is it? It's like 3.5 diagonal? 3-inch diagonal?
And we have ensured that the font that we choose is actually right for viewing experience.
Sure, it's beautiful. Is are you guys customizing the UI on top of Windows Mobile beyond just the browser?
Is it Windows Mobile, not Symbian?
It is Windows Mobile. Actually, when you launch the phone, you get this Windows Mobile user experience. But with the touch of a button, we are actually taking the user from Windows Mobile to a Sony Ericsson-like experience. But Microsoft is still one of the panels. So if people want to go back to Microsoft user experience, they can freely go back. But there are 8 other boxes that Sony Ericsson is going to add. One is multimedia, the web, our service platform. So some of the...
Well, that's actually how the device is going to work, not just the browser. That's how you cruise through the system, you're saying.
Yeah, it's going to be an active desktop. So one of the examples is... So you've seen a multimedia user in Sony Ericsson. So this kind of user experience will be on these kind of phones. So if you are a multimedia user, you would probably not want this screen to be showing task and calendar. You want your multimedia experience to be there. So what we say is, with the press of a key, user can change their desktops.
Cool.
So
that's very slick.
Yeah. If going extreme, if you are a Facebook user, for example, and you always live in Facebook, one thing you can do is you can go to a browser and go to Facebook. But the second thing is you can do a panel. And with panel, what you do is when you set that as a panel, your desktop is always showing you the Facebook experience. So we are using this most unutilized real estate in the phone, which is a desktop, as the main user experience.
And do those actively refresh?
This if you have your update sequence on, the weather, the time, everything updates.
Nice. What are
Show us something of the interface. I've read that it has innovative usage, finger touch navigation. This kind of
finger touch navigation.
Yes.
If you are asking, it supports multi-touch. It doesn't support multi-touch.
Well, what does it do with the touch?
Yeah. So as I was explaining to the other gentleman, this is not a touch-only phone.
Yes.
We are not forcing people to use 2 hands to use the phone. We are not asking people to say you don't have a quarter key or to use the touchscreen. There are multiple ways. People can use touchscreen as you can use a touchscreen. There are 4-way keys that you can use for navigation. You can use an optical joystick. There is an optical joystick for you to scroll down. If you are on a browser page, you go to Yahoo portal, there is like so much information. If you use your 4-way key, you get so stressed out. Use the scrolling key, you can actually scroll like how you do on a PC. You use your mouse wheel to just browse through and there is a full pitch quarter key. There is another way in which people can send message, type URLs, which you can do through a touchscreen, but it's so difficult.
And don't you think it's overloaded?
No, it's not.
I mean, you're offering basically all the options, which is great. But isn't it too much for the average user?
What we are trying in Xperia, people can say 9 panels is too much for users, but some people want to have their 9